I think there's no question that once the church had universally rejected the flat earthers, the born again flat earthers, and silenced them, as I was silenced, that was such an unmistakable message. I persisted for 3 years as I was reading the Bible, and I was recommended not to break with the brethren and all these sorts of verses. But, if the very church rejects the truth, when Jesus Christ says the truth will set you free, and I know that they rejected the truth because they didn't even want to hear the arguments that I would have presented, because it's not something that you will grasp immediately, and it needs to be thought through and investigated. Every man for himself, and there's no doubt in my mind that diligent investigation will reveal the truth. The matter is actually plain, but perhaps we have to overcome a certain measure of resistance, because of course the spellcraft has been woven into the system so thoroughly through literature and movies and television broadcasts, and even music, that having been brought up, as Eric Dubé pointed out, from the classroom with globes to observe, then there we go. Good afternoon to you. Afternoon to you. There's no doubt, really. But the church that really turned away from it, they didn't even allow a sort of open discussion or anything like that, within or without the service. It was viewed as a potential distraction, and therefore it was silenced. And eventually, when I returned, I'd resolved that I would remain silent on the issue, as I had been required. But I certainly wasn't happy about it. But the book of Proverbs does say that to attempt to establish a matter without examining it is a fool that would do such a thing. And this is certainly the case, because the matter was not examined. This is what they feared, and rightfully, because examination would reveal it to be a true understanding, and a biblical understanding also. But it's not just a question of establishing the Word of God, it's also a question of looking at His creation and seeing with our own eyes how it is indeed constructed. So, that would be my number one reason, I suppose, for just having nothing to do with the church at all. Whether the position in the church will ever change or not, I'm doubtful. But it reveals who their master is. God bless.